First of all, I set this about where I want it to cut. Here's my cutting fixture like this, and it sits flat on the table with a little stop here to catch the bottom of it, and I set this cutting head so it's right perfectly vertical to the bottle, sort of like so. Now, put it down here, set this down, and I'm going to turn this, and you can maybe hear the little sound of the glass cutter against the glass. Hear it? I try to keep it moving all the time till it hit itself. Then I know it's a complete cut. There. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is take my candle flame. You can use any kind of flame. Candle is nice. It's not such a hot flame. And I just sit here and rotate the bottle slowly and over that little edge. Now, the important thing is not to get it so close to the fire so it makes the glass real dark. Best just keep it so you don't smudge the glass. Go around a few times. Some parts of the glass are thicker than others, and you can sort of tell that. We've been a couple times around. I'll just keep going just a few more. There. It's about ready now, I suppose. And what I've got on the side here is a couple pieces of glass that I've got out of the ice box. And I'll just touch it in some spot there. Well, it's not quite ready to go yet. So, no, not hot enough yet. So I have to keep on going on the flame until I get a crack forming. So let's get her going a little bit more. Notice one spot's a little thicker than others. You can tell by the reflection of the light. You can even use a small little torch, but they have to be really turned down. Those little propane torches. Let's see if she works now. Yeah, there she goes. I'm just wiping it around. Now you notice it looks like it's cracked all the way around. You can sort of see the crack, but it's very rarely able to pull it apart. If you're forced apart, it would come apart. But what I like to do is go back on the flame and go over, and while I'm going I push in so it doesn't fall apart on me. And I hear little clicks sometimes. Didn't hear any yet. Well, let's see if this will. Okay, now she's about ready to come apart. Now it'll go. There. Hear a little click. There you go. So you see, what's nice about it is very, very flat, very smooth, and the only thing that needs to maybe be touched up is the edges. They're a little bit on the sharp side. So let me show you how I sharpened it or grind the edge down a little bit. What I've got here is a piece of glass, just plain old thick piece of glass, and I've sprinkled this stuff. It's called a silicon carbide. Same kind of stuff they have on, emery cloth and sandpaper. Only it's a free thing, not stuck to it. Then I take a little bit of water. Let's see, maybe there's just pour a little water in there. How about an ice cube? That'll work. Then I take my glass, go around like so. That's gotten it down a little bit. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, you notice it's all pretty well gray in the bottom. Then the next thing I do is take a little cloth, a silicon carbide cloth, and just go along the edges of it. Let's see if I can, maybe, well, I can. There. Now, let's wash it off and get it cleaned up. So I'll get it cleaned up, washed off. So anyway, here's how it looks. All we did was grind down the top a little bit, and makes a nice little drinking glass or whatever you want to do with it. You might ask, what do I do with the tops of these things? Well, let's see here. Yeah. For instance, say if somebody wanted to take the top and stick two tops together, they can make a. This is a kaleidoscope I made, and I put mosaics around the outside of it with a mirror assembly inside, and here's my little, it's got a fancy name for it, but it's got all the little gems that you look at, and I made that out of the bottle too, as a matter of fact. But that's just one way you could use the top.